Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I welcome everyone to the Mission Early College High School graduation for 2014-2015. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors, our national anthem, our Pledge of Allegiance, Texas Pledge. The America's East Lake Color Guard will present the colors.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Remain it.
Please remain standing for the invocation after the colors retire. Please remain standing. Very special thank you to the America's East Lake Color Guard under the direction of Frank Rodriguez. Thank you, Marissa Puglisi and Caitlin Rodriguez under the direction of Mr. Josh Brewer for the national anthem. And for leading the Pledge of Allegiance, thank you, Ivan Chavarria. At this time, Isidro Torres will offer the invocation.
Good morning and welcome, family, friends, teachers, and class of 2015. It has been a long 4 years and an even longer 13 years, and we have finally reached the finish line. I want to thank the family members in the audience who have supported us through it all. I would also like to thank the wonderful teachers who've pushed us through. 4 years ago, we took a different route from the traditional high school student. Over and over again, we would hear about how we would lose our social lives and breathe nothing but homework. But I think it's safe to say, and I'm sure most of you would agree, that MEX is a better route than the traditional high school. We aren't just another high school in the district, but the high school in the district. It wasn't easy, but together we worked hard these past 4 years to reach this moment. Together, we went through those long hours of note-taking in Ms. Kendall's classroom and learned the importance of the big enchilada, the big picture, and how we shouldn't procrastinate, but that didn't seem to stick so well. Together, we went into those EPCC classes and showed those 20-plus-year-olds how awesome we are. And all of us endured Mr. Kelch's teasing. At one point or another, we felt Mrs. Vandervoort's sass, and most of us had to take a walk from Mr. Dungan's classroom. We survived all the homework and all those late nights trying to finish it. For many of us, it consisted working through lunch. Whatever we did it together. Here at MEX, we were able to learn more about ourselves and be more connected than we would ever be at any traditional high school. We were able to participate in more clubs than we could ever have imagined. NHS and Key Club allowed us to do good for our community. MPO and HOSA helped a lot of us know that saving lives is what we want to do for the rest of our lives. DI put us to work in exploring our creativity, and BPA gave us the opportunity to kick butt in regionals, state, and nationals. Whatever the class of 2015 touched pretty much turned into gold. Class of 2015, you have put so much hard work and effort these past 4 years into everything you've done. For most of us, this will be the second time we walk this stage during these 4 years. Having gone through these past 4 years with all of you, I know that each and every one of you has something in you that those traditional high school students don't. When I look into this crowd, I see amazing people who are future doctors, engineers, animators, filmmakers, and so much more. I look forward to seeing the amazing things the class of 2015 will do in the future. We have been blessed to be part of this class. Congratulations.
Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, I'd like to recognize some special people on stage and here with us for this graduation ceremony. When I call your name, if you could please stand to be recognized. Mrs. Angelica Rodriguez, Board President. Mr. Tony Ayub, Board Vice President. Mr. Gary Gondada, Board Secretary. Mr. Paul Guetta, Trustee. Mr. Michael Anthony Nahara, Trustee. Mr. Hector Gonzalez, Trustee. Mrs. Cynthia Ann Nahara, Trustee. Dr. Jose Espinosa, Superintendent of Schools for SISD. Dr. Donna Eckel, Associate Provost at UTEP. Chris Gomez, Tigua Tribal Council Representative. We also have with us the Superintendent's Cabinet members and SISD administrators. Ms. Elisa Acosta, Assistant Principal at MEX. Mr. Gustavo Alvarado, counselor at MEX. And I would also like to recognize the following special guests: Mrs. Elizabeth Bonilla, Mrs. Helen Geller, and Mrs. Elizabeth Vandervoort. Those are our senior class sponsors. And now, please help me welcome Ruben Emilio Lucero, our senior class president, and he will be presenting the senior class gift.
Good morning, members of the school board, beloved teachers of MEX, friends, family, and our prestigious graduating class of 2015. It's amazing how quickly this time has passed and how much knowledge and experience we've all gained. We are truly prepared to take on the world and whatever challenges it might hurtle our way. Being a Phoenix at Mission Early College High School is an unforgettable experience that becomes a part of you. This experience is a gift that we have given ourselves, which is far more different than the traditional high school experience. Being a small class, although the largest Mission has ever had, has brought us all together and made us a family. Everyone knows each other's names, everyone is friendly to each other, for the most part, and simply being in each other's company has proven useful, as being around those with similar goals is always a boost. Not only have we come closer to our peers, but to our educators. Our teachers are more than just our teachers. They are also part of our family. I know that if we ever need help in the future, they will not hesitate to be of assistance. On behalf of our class, we are truly grateful for all you have done for us, because we would not be who we are or where we are today had it not been for your unparalleled dedication. Thank you. It is a tradition it is a tradition for the senior class to leave behind a gift on the campus. Our gift to this school is as prominent as our presence on the campus. No one will ever walk anywhere in Mission without remembering the class of 2015. We proudly present several benches for students to sit and relax on, and in honor of all that teachers have done to help our class, we have presented a planter in front of each classroom, which will be planted with native and flowering plants that will add a great visual interest to the hallways of our campus. It is our sincere hope that you will enjoy the benches, the greenery, and that you will remember fondly the class of 2015. It has been my highest honor serving as your 2015 senior class president. I love you all and wish you all the best in your endeavors. Thank you, class of 2015.
On behalf of the Mission Early College High School family, I thank the class of 2015 for this gift that will serve many Phoenix to come. Thank you for your thoughtfulness and contribution to the MEX family. I would like to thank special guests, MEX faculty, parents, family members, and friends for being here this morning to celebrate this momentous occasion with the MEX class of 2015. Congratulations, seniors. You made it. We made it. The force was with us. This year, seniors, you sang along with the Beatles, watched videos at senior sunrise, roasted marshmallows at the BPA bonfire, played volleyball, football, soccer, and basketball during intramurals. The worst 7 will live on forever in MEX folklore. Flexed your schedules on Fridays, thrilled us all to Thriller at homecoming, acted in plays, danced the night away above the city lights at prom, sang and played instruments at the talent show, wore trash, attended EPCC graduation banquets and ceremonies, ate at assorted school fairs, festivals, and activities. Prepared and successfully competed in Acadec, BPA, HOSA, mock trial, science fair, and UIL, just to name a few. And although you are participating and organizing all the listed competitions and activities, Over 90% of you, and actually I think it's more like 95%, managed to complete your associate's degree while finishing the requirements of your high school diploma in an academically accelerated environment. Additionally, some of you made significant progress beyond your associate's degree towards your bachelor's degree. These accomplishments have provided you with an extraordinary advantage as you enter adulthood more than 2 years ahead of your peers. You might not have realized it, but you have just completed the hero's journey. Now, in case you do not know what the hero's journey is, I will give you a very brief and novice explanation. I was a history major. About 70 years ago, a man named Joseph Campbell studied ancient stories from all over the world. When Campbell read and analyzed the stories, he identified some common story patterns about the protagonists or heroes. Then Campbell outlined these patterns in a book called The Hero with a Thousand Faces. In the book, he described 3 major stages. Actually, there's a lot more, but like I said, this is the novice version. 3 major stages of a typical hero's journey. The 3 stages are the call to adventure, the road of trials, and finally, the return. If you want to see these story phases in action for yourself, watch one of the recent hero blockbuster movies like The Avengers, or better yet, watch Star Wars. The original one, by the way. Campbell's first stage was titled The Call to Adventure. This stage was defined as the beginning of the story when the hero received important information and began his or her journey. Often in the story, the hero is given guidance and direction from a wise person on where to go, what to do, and how to proceed. The wise person usually wore a long robe and lived in a dark cave. You know, someone cool. And according to this wise person, the quest was urgent, and if not completed, lives would be lost. At this time, the hero is also promised acclaim and rewards for the completion, such as parades, riches, noble titles, or a few of these in combination. Your mech's call to adventure did not begin long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away. It began approximately 4 years ago when you were advised by a wise person, who, by the way, did not have a beard or live in a cave, to apply for and attend mechs. They spoke to you about the urgent need for an education, because without it, your future would be lost. You, like the hero, were also promised acclaim and rewards such as, wait for it, degrees and scholarships, or a few of those in combination. Reluctantly agreeing with the wise person, like the story hero, you began the second stage of the quest, the road of trials. The road of trials was defined as the middle stage of the story where the hero faced any and all obstacles and challenges. In the story, or the movies, the challenges to the hero included struggling with self-doubt, saying goodbye to loved ones, completing special training, fighting monsters, and dueling bad guys. Your road of trials was similar. You struggled with self-doubt, said goodbye to all your middle school friends, completed endless exams and projects, fought traffic during long commutes, and dueled with slow laptops. The challenges during the road of trials for you, like the story hero, was almost too great, and the outcome of your quest at times was uncertain. Would you finish at mechs? Tension rose and fell often during the 4 years. Would there be degrees and scholarships at the end of the story for you? Well, this morning, students, you reached your mech's story conclusion and made it to what Campbell called the return. The return was defined as the end resolution of the story, where the hero is wiser and stronger, more accomplished version of him or herself because of the quest and all of the challenges along the way. 4 years ago, you took the advice, in some or most cases reluctantly, and completed a difficult journey. Today, because of that journey, you are stronger, wiser, and more accomplished than you were 4 years ago. While I really enjoy Campbell's 3-stage breakdown of the hero story, I do think someone should add a 4th stage. Maybe I will. One that has always been there, but Campbell never identified. And that stage is the sequel. All stories have a sequel. Well, your MEX journey that concluded this morning, like in all successful hero stories or movies, was just the first installment. You are going to be the hero in many more adventures. So my advice to you as you face the new adventures is to continue to follow the stages that brought you here today. Listen to the advice of wise people and answer the call to adventure, even when you feel a little reluctant at first or have self-doubt. Finish the quest, no matter how difficult the trials along the way might be. And know that if you successfully complete the first two stages, there will always be a glorious return, resulting in a wiser, more accomplished version of you. Oh, and remember, just as one journey is completed, another one starts again, and so on, and so on. Congratulations for completing your MEX Great Quest. You are my heroes, the class of 2015. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Espinosa to come and share a few words with you.
Good morning, Mission Early College High School. It's an honor for me to address the MEX class of 2015 and all of our families who are here today. Es un honor para mí felicitar a todos los graduados y a sus familias que están con nosotros hoy. Graduates, as I stand before you today, I must say, and I was sitting right over there right now, that this is an incredible, incredible view. I wish you could see yourselves through my eyes. In front of me, I see the doctors who will find the cure to cancer, the teachers who will educate the next generation of leaders, the computer programmers who will run our high-tech world, the soldiers who will defend our country and protect our freedom, the athletes who will win medals and championships, and the geniuses who will invent the next big thing. Graduates, when I see you, I see greatness. All of you have the potential to achieve greatness, every single one of you. However, reaching greatness isn't easy. You have to beat the odds in order to win. Today, I'd like to share with you 3 keys to winning in life, becoming great in whichever field of study or work that you decide to pursue. And the following acrostic will help you remember how to win. It starts with the letter W. Work hard. I can do it attitude. N, never give up. Graduates, if you are not working hard to become great, you're losing ground to someone who is. And as you enter college, the workforce, or the military, you have to increase the intensity of your efforts. You have to practice harder, study longer, push yourself to higher levels and abilities. Remember to never hope for it more than you work for it. Graduates, if you have an I can do it attitude, anything, absolutely anything is possible. Attitude is beyond question an important part of any successful journey. Many people believe that attitude is affected by what others say or do. The truth is, what you say to yourself is what has the greatest impact on your success. You must believe in yourself and continue to say, yes, I can. And in a little bit, as you walk this stage to receive your high school diploma, make sure that you tell the world, yes, I did. And last, but definitely not least, graduates, if you want to achieve greatness, you can never give up on your dreams or your goals. Every successful person has a story that includes overcoming obstacles to get where he or she is today. The road to success, I'm letting you know now, will not be easy. But as you stumble along the way and make mistakes, learn what to do and what not to do the next time you try. Don't stop. Do not stop until you accomplish everything you set out to do. The legendary Vince Lombardi, a famous football coach, put it best when he said, winners never quit and quitters never win. Graduates, if you work hard, have a I can do it attitude, and never give up, you will win and you will achieve greatness. And again, from where I stand right now, I can also see the greatness, and as I was sitting there in that chair, see the greatness in our parents and grandparents, our brothers and sisters, and our entire families in this gymnasium. I'd like our parents and grandparents that are with us today to please stand and be recognized. Padres y abuelitos, por favor, pónganse de pie para ser reconocidos. Students, let's give your families a round of applause. Thank you, parents and grandparents, for the sacrifices that you made and the love and support you provided to ensure the success of your children. Gracias, padres y abuelitos, por los sacrificios que hicieron y por el amor y apoyo que dieron para asegurar el éxito de sus hijos. And as I look at our amazing crowd, I see greatness in our Mission Early College high school principal. As I was watching him read his speech there, Mr. Jason Long, assistant principal, the teachers, the support staff, and district leaders, as well as all of our SISD employees who are here with us as guests. I would like for all the faculty and staff, anyone who works with Team SISD who has helped you to be here, to stand up and please be recognized. Faculty and staff, employees, SISD, please stand. Thank you, teachers, administrators, and staff, for the long hours you work and the huge heart which you serve to ensure the success of our graduates. And sitting here with me, and they were introduced earlier, I see greatness in this group, and that's our Board of Trustees. Our board members, please stand to be recognized. Let's give them a round of applause. Board members. Thank you, trustees, for the countless hours you volunteer and the endless support that you provide to ensure the success of all of our children. Class of 2015, I thank you for inspiring greatness in all of us as we work together as a team to ensure your success. Make no mistake about it. On graduation day, we are all winners. Class of 2015, Mission Early College High School, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Espinosa. Our commencement speaker, Dr. Donna Eckel, is the Associate Provost in the Office for Undergraduate Studies at the University of Texas at El Paso. Dr. Eckel works closely with all area school districts, El Paso Community College, and with 7 area early college high schools to ensure their students' successful transition to higher education at UTEP. She received her undergraduate degree from the University of Minnesota and her graduate degrees from Cornell University. It is with my great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Eckel.
Thank you very much. It's always such a pleasure to be here on this very happy occasion. I mean, what's not to love about graduation? We're here to celebrate the tremendous accomplishment of these amazing young men and women who are about to embark on their very next adventure under the happy eyes of their family and friends and teachers. What could be better than that? So thank you very much for including me in today. In my role here at Associate Provost, I've worked with the early college high school students since the very beginning. I believe it was 6 years ago that we had our first early college high school students come to UTEP. 23 students from Mission Early College High School were that very first group. And this fall, we expect over 1,000 early college high school students to be enrolled at UTEP. I think that's just tremendous. I also work with many people around the university, city, state, college, and the country really, on a variety of programs, projects, and activities. But here's the secret, and you can't tell anybody. I have favorite programs. One of my favorites is Study Abroad, because I love to go, I love to travel. I love setting up opportunities for students and faculty to go places, and I love visiting those places that I've never been before. Another one of my favorites is, can you guess? Early college high school. And I was thinking the other day about why are these two things two of my favorite things? And I realized that Study Abroad and early college high school actually have a lot in common. And that's what I want to talk to you for just a few minutes about. First, deciding to attend an early college high school or go on a study abroad experience takes a very special kind of student. Adventurous, brave, and just a little bit of a risk taker. You may have known somebody who went to an early college high school, maybe a brother or sister even, but that's different than actually making that decision to attend yourself. Just like you may have known people who went to China or another country, actually deciding to go there yourself, that's different. And while there are 7, soon to be 8, early college high schools in El Paso and hundreds around the country, there are still a very small number compared to those traditional high schools. So it took a very brave 8th grader and a very brave family support system to make that decision that has now paid off in this wonderful ceremony today. Second, that choice to either study abroad or go to an early college high school takes you to places that you've never been, physically, emotionally, and intellectually. Physically, you found yourself as a high school student in a classroom on a college campus, figuring out new places, new pathways, and new ways to do things, just like you have to do if you visit a new country. Emotionally, you probably found yourself feeling more tired, more challenged than you ever thought possible. But you probably also found yourself more proud and happier than you'd ever imagined. And that's just how you feel figuring out things in a new country and a new situation as well. And of course, intellectually, Well, how far did you come intellectually? 15 and 16 years old, taking college classes with college students in a college campus? Really? And now, 17 or 18 years old, headed to the university to junior and senior level courses? That's an intellectual stretch that's amazing and challenging, and from my perspective, very, very exciting. Just like all the intellectual challenges that you would face in a new country, like figuring out a new language, figuring out the new culture, the new ways to do things. Third, both choosing to go to study abroad and to go to an early college high school lead you to future opportunities not available to people who didn't make that choice. When internship applications or applications to employers or to medical school or graduate school or law school, when they look and they see study abroad or they see early college high school on an application, they know that you are different. They know that you are special, and they know that you are worth a closer look because you took the road less traveled. You took the harder but much, much more interesting path. So if you want to double your adventure opportunities, now that you've graduated from early college high school, I want you to think about study abroad. So for those of you who are coming to UTEP, first of all, yay, I'm so glad. Second, come to our study abroad office on the corner of Hawthorne and Schuster in the Mike Loya Academic Services Building, room 218. And we will tell you about all the places you can go. How does Spain sound? Or Peru? France? Thailand? Russia? Japan? Pretty much any place you can think of, if you want to go there, we'll help you get there. In fact, we have designed study abroad opportunities specifically for early college high school students because we know that coming in as a junior makes it a little more difficult to fit a study abroad opportunity into your degree plan. Last year, the first group went to London and Paris for 10 days, and the second group is in Spain and Morocco right now. They are coming home this weekend. Next year, we've already planned during Maymester a trip for the early college high school students to Italy and Greece. So think about it. 1 year from this very moment, while your friends and family are sitting here, you could be getting ready for a plane ride back from 10 days in Italy and Greece. Just think about that. And if you're going to another school besides UTEP, go to their study abroad office too. They will help show you the opportunities that are available. But the operative word here is go. Go. You've made that brave decision once before to go places most people don't. Don't let that be the last time that you make that decision. Keep going. Go to new places, tackle new adventures, and take those new physical, emotional, and intellectual challenges. Because you will leave those adventures different and better than you started, just like this graduation ceremony from Mission Early College High School. 4 years ago, you took a great step to a different kind of educational experience, and now you're about to take another one to a university. And then you'll take another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. So my saying to you is go. Go with joy, go with spirit, go with pride, go with enthusiasm, and go with your head held high, because you've earned it. The most important thing is to keep going. Thank you very much again for having me here today. Congratulations on your wonderful accomplishments, and I look forward to seeing many of you at our beautiful campus here at UTEP starting this summer and in the fall. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Dr. Eckel. We truly appreciate you taking time to be part of our graduation ceremony. And now the presentation of the Phoenix Awards. Today, we will honor 11 students selected by our awards committee. These students embody the Phoenix spirit. They not only shine academically, but are also representatives of all aspects of our school and community. Please join us in honoring these distinguished students. Students, when your name is called by Mrs. Bonilla, please approach the stage to receive your honor from Mr. Long and remain on stage until all students are called. Mrs. Bonilla, will you please begin the presentation of the Phoenix Awards?
The phoenix, a mythical bird with a lifespan of hundreds of years, represents the spirit and essence of Mission Early College High School. As a creature that has endured in many different cultures and for thousands of years, the phoenix has come to embody several ideals. In ancient Egypt, the phoenix was represented by a Banu bird and means to rise brilliantly or to shine. Because the phoenix lives at least 500 years and then consumes itself only to rise anew from the ashes, it has come to represent immortality. In the Persian version of the phoenix myth, it is considered to be a compassionate bird, and its touch is said to bring great fortune. In China, the phoenix represents justice, obedience, and fidelity. The phoenix appears in literature from the Bible to Shakespeare's plays to Harry Potter. At MEX, the phoenix represents the student who rises above the norm, who shines in scholarly pursuits, in community service, in the way they treat others. A MEX phoenix is a student whose reputation and story will live on in immortality. Each year, MEX graduates a large number of exceptional students, students who embody the true spirit of a Phoenician and whose accomplishments are truly astounding. And each year, there are 10 students who are picked to receive the Phoenix Awards, not because they are better than everybody else, but because they represent the very best of the Phoenician ideal. Students, when you hear your name, please walk up to center stage. Our first Phoenix Award goes to a young woman who is a leader in both her many organizations and in her family. In the classroom, this young woman can be counted to help out whenever and wherever she is needed. She is one of the first to volunteer to help, and more importantly, she follows through on what she says she will do. She is one of the most caring students on this campus, and that is saying a lot, because this is a campus full of students who go the extra mile. As a big sister, she is the person who watches out for her younger brothers, who guides them, who cares for them, and who helps her mother at every step. At school, April Galvan is a member of NHS and HOSA and the Drama Club, as well as being involved in science fair. She is president of Science National Honor Society and has been most instrumental in making that honor society an active and viable organization on campus. April's goal is to be a nurse. With her strength, her compassion, and her work ethic, she will rise to the top of that profession. A true Phoenician, April, you are a shining star. Our next Phoenix Award goes to a young man who is proof positive a phoenix truly does rise from the ashes. Coming from a complex background and home life, this young man has risen above and been able to excel in spite of this. Always determined to succeed in every endeavor, such as advancing in HOSA, BPA, and science fair to state and national levels, he has never been one to back down from a challenge. In addition to his academic activities, Cesar Gonzalez has also served his community well with his membership in programs such as NHS, SNHS, MPO, the Environmental Club, and Key Club. He has worked tirelessly to perform community service and to find volunteer opportunities for each of these organizations. In fact, he is responsible for the existence of Key Club and for the very first blood drive ever held on the MEX campus. Cesar is already working in his chosen medical profession by being selected to participate in a medical research project this next year at UTEP. Cesar, your willingness to serve others through volunteer opportunities is a goal for all of us at MEX. From the way our next Phoenician Award recipient runs her organizations, you might think she is wanting to be president of a big corporation or business. But this young lady has every intention of solving the world's greatest math problems. She is an astounding leader who always looks at the bright side. Although she takes her obligations seriously, she never fails to have a ready smile and laugh. She brings joy to her classmates, even as she is guiding them to complete their tasks. Under the leadership of Daniela Gonzalez, BPA has grown to be the most active and prominent organization on campus. And she is always eager to share her leadership skills, whether it is running Leadership Week for NHS or in tutoring math students at EPCC. Her organization skills are legendary, and her commitment to her projects is well respected. Like all good mathematicians, Daniela can always find a solution to any problem. Her quick smile and ready laugh make her joy to be around. Daniela, you and your joyous personality are going to be missed. Anyone who knows our next Phoenix Award recipient can attest to her remarkable artistic and design talents. This young lady is selfless when it comes to sharing her skills and talents with her community. With her artistic talents, she has single-handedly marked MEX and all its clubs and organization with professionalism and innovative designs through her years here. Although Divya Mangadoo may appear to be reserved, she is truly a force to be reckoned with. She is a member of BPA, NTHS, NHS, MAES, Environmental Club, and HiQ. Her academic accomplishments include competition and successful placement in BPA, UIL, Science Fair, and Literary Anthology. There is not a corner on campus that does not reflect her envied talents, including the class of 2015's gift to the school. Divya is truly remarkable in all that she sets her mind to, and she is extremely humble in the abundance of her accomplishments. Her professionalism and her dedication to the quality of her work will pave uncharted paths for her. We learned from the mythology of the phoenix that it is a beautiful bird covered in brightly colored plumage. Divya, you have made MEX more beautiful during your time here. Our next award goes to a young lady who portrays more self-confidence and self-assurance than most college students and even young adults. While some may be a little intimidated by her rapid speaking and her ability to get things done, everybody admires her capacity for achieving her goals. Her leadership and communication skills come as naturally to her as her ability to multitask. Eden Klein is currently an officer for BPA and held the position of president for the El Paso chapter last year. She is the captain for mock trial, officer for NTHS, and she was class president during her sophomore year. She is also a member of the student board of directors for the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas, El Paso branch. Eden, your energy and your willingness to persevere will stand you in good stead in life, just as they have at MEX. When our next Phoenix Award recipient finds out he is getting an award, he will be modestly surprised because winning awards like this is not something he has ever particularly striven for. In a school full of polite students, he stands out as one of the most polite, most courteous young men ever. He is a true gentleman. He is just as likely to be behind the scenes, helping with cleanup and teardown, as he is to be in front of the crowd. Hunter Taylor's talents in film and story writing are bound to get him attention and accolades as he continues his journey in life. He has made his mark through BPA as a state competitor and in Destination Imagination, qualifying for nationals, a first for the area in a decade. He is one of a handful of students who has actively participated in our Parent-Teacher Student Association, where thousands of dollars were raised for various groups and scholarships. Hunter, your contributions to Alveus and combating bullying will ensure that you will live on in immortality at MEX. The next recipient is both creative and determined. This young man has been determined to make the most of his high school experience, and he has most definitely succeeded. From homecoming to prom to class events, he has made sure that the last 4 years have been full of memorable and fun times for the class of 2015. Isidro Torres has taken his passion for creating memories and served as a class officer for all 4 years. During his last year, his senior year, he was appointed the job of Special Events Coordinator, a job created especially for him because of his many talents and creativity. Izzy shows his true school spirit and pride at every event he participates in, and he has spent a great deal of his time and energy dreaming up new and fun events, like Walk in Her Shoes, that benefits not just the campus, but other organizations he is a member of, like NHS, BPA, NTHS, and the Environmental Club. Izzy, your creativity, your attention to detail, your devotion to this school, and your desire to always do your best are the reasons you are a true Phoenix. Our next individual's integrity and character are a rare and refreshing reminder of the kindness in humanity. This young lady is an individual with outstanding optimism. Her attitude towards all situations is always inspiring, and her personality is sincerely contagious. She is extremely outgoing and respected by all her peers and instructors. Her leadership and interpersonal skills are equally matched with her organizational and academic skills. Catherine Kaling is as much dedicated to her education as she is to her personal values and morals. Her strong beliefs are truly something to applaud, especially in today's society. One of her goals this past year was to perform, separately and independently of each other, 30 hours of service in NHS, 30 hours of service in NTHS, and 50 hours of service in Key Club. She succeeded. She is a member of NHS, MPO, Youth for Christ, Environmental Club, Key Club, and NTHS. She was a state qualifier for HOSA and a national qualifier for BPA this year. Catherine, your genuineness and your kindness truly embody the Phoenician spirit. Part of the myth of the Phoenix is a description of the process of transformation that we each must undergo as our self-awareness evolves to make our dreams and goals evident, which describes the next Phoenix Award winner. During her 4 years here, this young lady became aware of her dreams and goals and then worked persistently to make them come true. Her devotion to being the best she can be is truly admirable. But even while she was working on her academics, she also found the time and energy to participate in the high school experience. Liana Peru has been homecoming queen, has participated in science fairs, and is a member of numerous organizations like NHS, Math and Engineering Club, and HOSA. Her devotion to her studies has resulted in her being the first MEX recipient of the Terry Scholarship. Liana has devoted 100% of her energy to improve not only herself, but her school and her community as well. She has reached her goals, and she did it selflessly. Liana, your dedication and your commitment, as well as your ready smile, have made our campus a better place. Our final Phoenix Award goes to a young man of many talents, as well as a person who has achieved much success in academics, as attested to by his standing in the top 10 of his class. He is a driven young man, determined to be the best he can, and to make every organization he is a part of the best he can be. From ballroom dancing, to drama, to high-Q competitions, Romanti Mata has proven to be a person of integrity, responsibility, and ambition. He has devoted countless hours to establishing Mixed Drama Club as a viable and sustainable organization. He has served as a contributing member of NHS, HOSA, Math and Engineering Club, and CSO. Romanti, you are a goal-driven and very capable individual. Your many talents will be missed. Students, teachers, parents, before you stand 10 of the very best Phoenicians, 10 students who embody the passion, the spirit, the symbolism of the mythical phoenix. There is one more award to be given this morning, the Award of the Rising Phoenix. The Rising Phoenix Award traditionally goes to that student who has had to overcome much in order to succeed. Like the mythical phoenix who has to resurrect itself from the ashes, the recipient of this award had to overcome a great number of personal obstacles over many years in order to rise to the top. To be around her, you might not realize that many personal challenges she has had to overcome on her path through MEX. This young lady has endured personal challenges that might otherwise defeat most people, or at the very least discourage them from pushing themselves further as the challenges got harder. But our Rising Phoenix recipient has used her problems and challenges as fire to ignite her determination to rise from the ashes. She has maintained a solid position at the top of her class while also striving to be a well-rounded person. She has never settled for anything less than her personal best and makes absolutely no excuses for herself or her personal situation. Despite her many personal challenges, she has always possessed a pleasant and positive attitude. Class of 2015, your Rising Phoenix is Rachel Luhan. Rachel embodies the true definition of what it means to be a phoenix in every sense of the word. She is the epitome of a Mex Phoenician, rising brilliantly from the ashes to shine brightly. Some of her academic accomplishments include being a member of various organizations such as SNHS, BPA, NTHS, NHS, MAES, and founder of HiQ at MEX. She currently holds a leadership position as an officer for BPA and NTHS. She is a member of NHS. She has competed in academics events for BPA and UIL for the past 2 years, placing in the top 3 for each event. Her hard work and dedication earned her a place as state qualifier for UIL. Her academic and personal achievements have made her a Gates Millennium Scholar. But it is her personality and her commitment to be her best that will be most remembered by the class of 2015 and by MEX. Rachel, thank you for being an example that everybody can look up to and aspire to. Please join me in congratulating each of our prestigious Phoenix Award winners. Each of you have risen above and shone brilliantly these past 4 years at Mission. Mission has been a better place with each of you on our campus, and you will be greatly missed. Students, you may be seated.
I am deeply honored to introduce to you Mission Early College High School's Salutatorian. In his years at Mission, he has distinguished himself immensely both inside and outside the classroom, demonstrating a passion for academics and compassion for his community. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Wen.
Good morning, parents, teachers, distinguished guests, faculty, and the class of 2015. We made it. Today, I stand before all of you because of one crucial decision made by two important people, my parents, and I hold it with great reverence. If they didn't convince me forcefully, I wouldn't have been given this amazing opportunity of going to the school. I'm kidding. Mission Early College High School. I stand before the amazing and admittingly big crazy class of 2015. 1,000 cans come to mind and THS. And I have to thank all the parents, friends, and faculty that showed up today. The opening act will be Smash Mouth. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it, so you just have to do a lame speech. Let's get on with it. 4 years ago, we all entered this particularly special program in hopes of challenging ourselves and transcending our boundaries as students. Or because our parents said so. Or because we were promised laptops. We were scared, anxious, and didn't know what to expect. And then it hit us. Education, for many of us, Education 1300 was a huge awakening in our mission experience. Shout outs to Ms. Kendall. And so it began. Our gateway to sleepless nights, piles of homework, and many, many, many cases of procrastination. Don't even try to talk yourself out of this one. It was new, it was exciting, but most of all, it was a vastly different environment that would push us to our academic limits, an experience which none of us could have ever imagined possible. Sophomore year, we were finally figuring things out. For many of us, the difficulty level ramped up twofold. We began to take full-blown classes at Mission Del Paso or Valle Verde. Just when we thought we got things under control, classes like pre-cal and chemistry woke us up from our daydreams and made sure that we kept focus in spite of tears every night. But regardless, we powered on through. Junior year was a year where everyone's experience had a clear, definitive branching. There was a distinction of specialized classes like anatomy, calculus 1, psychology, and nutrition. For some, the difficulty spikes weren't as steep. For others, they'd have to memorize whole books of knowledge. For me personally, it was probably the hardest year to work through. Feel free to ask anyone who used to ride my bus. I was always studying for anatomy or history. Now, I can't really go on to senior year without thanking certain people who really kept me going. They're the reason why I'm standing up here today, still alive and kicking. The first is a pretty lovable dude. He helped me realize that there will always be things to look forward to, no matter what the situation. For those who don't know who he is, the keyword is sushi. Also Paul. The second and third include a super happy-go-lucky girl and guy. They always kept an upbeat aura around them, and both continue to have one today. And I really have to thank them for that. Thank you, Yesenia and Chui. The fourth is a girl I met in middle school. I never really thought that we would ever get this close, but throughout the years we talked about oodles of topics, watched tons of Korean dramas, and overall gotten to know each other better. She's really shown me that honesty is always the best policy. I'm truly grateful for it. Thank you, Laura. Senior year was the year I realized a very important quality of our class. Beside our outstanding achievements of resourcefulness, I think that this class is the friendliest group of people I've ever gotten to work with. True, it's the only class I got to work with for 4 years straight, but it's still true. This was a year that I really started to sit down and talk to a lot of my classmates, and it's really allowed me to see the class as a whole. And I must say, without a doubt, we're pretty awesome. Above all else, I know that we have the potential to go far in whatever we choose. Now, this is where I would give you a call to action or post-graduation homework, but you would all procrastinate, so let's not do that. I would like to emphasize one thing, however. I'd like to say you all are wonderful, amazing people. I'm so glad that I got to be part of this class. And if I had to do it again, I'd definitely join Socorro High School's HPA. Just kidding, just kidding. I'd do this mission experience all over again in a heartbeat. Long live the Order of Phoenix, class of 2015.
Almost see. Thank you, Simon. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Mission Early College High School class of 2015 Valedictorian. This young woman's success is a testament to the unwavering commitment to excellence which her mother and sister have instilled in her. She is dedicated, diligent, and unparalleled in her academic achievements. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rachel Luhan.
Good morning, fellow graduates, MEX faculty, distinguished guests, Mr. Kelsch. Just kidding. I just want to say what an honor it is to stand before you today as your class valedictorian, and I found out the recipient of the Phoenix Award. Thank you so much. That was really nice. Okay, so I'll get on with it. Gary Trudeau once said, "Commencement speeches were invented largely in the belief that students should never be released into the world until they have been properly sedated." Let's hope my speech won't properly sedate you all. But before I begin, let us take a moment to thank our parents, family, and guests sitting in the audience. And of course, we have to thank our fabulous MEX faculty. And finally, give yourselves a hand, graduates. These past 4 years have been long, trying, challenging, but so worth it. When we entered high school as lowly freshmen, the other classes immediately recognized us as a close-knit group of, well, nerds. You would be lying if you said you never thought of the class of 2015 as the smartest and the best class MEX has ever had. I'm serious. We excelled at everything. This year, we sent 33 BPA, 16 HOSA, 14 DI, 8 Science Fair, and 6 UIL competitors to state. BPA sent 9 senior competitors to nationals with 3 students walking on stage. DI had 7 seniors qualify for globals, and 5 seniors are going to the nationals for HOSA, and 3 seniors placed at the state science fair. And let us not forget that Lucero Buendia advanced to the international science fair in Pennsylvania. We even had the most early grads with a record-shattering 81 from EPCC. Our class even had a record 3 building scholars, one of the very first ever Terry scholars, and 3 Gates Millennium finalists. That is amazing. 2015 has truly set the bar for other classes. However, these accomplishments were only part of our class's unique personality. We spent approximately 35,064 hours in high school and 5,680 hours at school, focused solely on our studies and not procrastinating at all. We survived everything from writing Miss Kendall's notes about taking notes to taking the nearly 15 EOCs Texas forced upon our weary souls. We crushed Miss Vandervoort's kindness projects and gained enough muscles to put Hercules to shame with Coach Bettis. In Mr. Michel's class, we read over a dozen books. Okay, not really. Most of us read the SparkNotes version. And we learned about bullying thanks to Hunter Taylor's Ulvaeus videos. The other day, someone posted their senior quote online, which read that they spent 113,880 hours of their life for a paper and a handshake. But we did not come to Mission for a diploma. We came because we are leaders. We came because we want to improve ourselves and the world around us. We came to learn. According to Carol Burnett, we don't stop going to school after we graduate. Graduation is success, but it's not the end. After this, many of us will be pursuing our bachelor's degrees at different universities. For some of us, our paths may never cross again. Graduation is a time for forging our own paths and taking the next step in our journeys. These journeys will not always end up in a graduation. Success may not come easy and mistakes will be made, but it's the failures that make it worthwhile. As author Neil Gaiman once told graduates, make interesting mistakes, make amazing mistakes, make glorious and fantastic mistakes. Leave the world more interesting for your being here. At this time, I would like to thank some people who made it possible for me to speak to you today. First, a huge thank you to God for blessing my family so abundantly. My mom, who's sitting up there in the audience, you can barely see her, but she's so far away. Thank you for Mom, thank you for demonstrating how to survive despite the odds stacked against you. Amanda, my brilliant sister, thank you for listening to me when no one else would. I want to thank the Johnson family, I saw them over there, for letting me be their foster daughter for the past 2 years, and the Steeles and Church family for helping move my family across town. We'd be homeless without your help. My wonderful friends, especially Divya Mangadoo and Emily Garcia, for spending the past 4 years with me in one long fit of laughter. Thank you to everyone who was there during tough times and to everyone who has ever given me a ride. Finally, I'd like to thank some of the many teachers who made all this possible and without whom we would not be walking across the stage today. Namely, Mr. Weeham, Ms. Vandervoort, Mr. Dungan, Mr. Michel, Ms. Macias, both of you, Mr. Saldivan, Ms. Alvarado, Ms. Perez, Ms. Geller, Mr. Brewer, Ms. Blau, Senorita Esparza, Ms. Contreras, Ms. Bonilla, Carlos Patras, and Mr. Kelsch. To quote the singer of our class song, Ms. Katy Perry, our future is right now. Don't blink and miss this moment. Congratulations, class of 2015. We did it.
Thank you, Rachel. Okay, in just a minute, we're going to get to, I think, what you guys have come here for today. More speeches. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to ask Mr. Michael Nahra will now confer the Distinguished Achievement Plan diplomas on our students. Mr. Nahra, will you please join me on stage to confer the diplomas? Dr. Espinosa and members of the Board of Trustees, as Principal of Mission Early College High School, I hereby certify that the students receiving the Distinguished Achievement Plan diploma have successfully completed the graduation requirements set forth by the Board of Trustees, the Socorro Independent School District, and the state of Texas. Mr. Tony Ayub, Dr. Espinosa, Board of Trustees, I would like to present the candidates for the Distinguished Achievement Plan diploma.
Mr. Long, on your recommendation and with the authority vested in me by the state of Texas, I confer each graduate of Mission Early College High School the Distinguished Achievement Plan diploma.
Students, you may shift your tassels from left to right. Graduates, you may be seated.
The Distinguished Achievement Plan diplomas will now be presented. Would the following platform guests stand alongside Mr. Long and Mr. Nakira near the center podium to congratulate the graduates, members of the Socorro ISD Board of Trustees, followed by Dr. Espinosa and Dr. Echo. Ms. Elizabeth Vandervoort and Ms. Helen Geller, senior class sponsors, will read the names of the graduates.
Will the top 10 Mission Early College High School students please rise and approach the platform? Number 10, Alondra Soltero, with a GPA of 100.094, who will be attending the University of Texas at El Paso. Number 9, Clarissa Palacios, with a GPA of 100.181, attending University of Texas at El Paso. At number 8, Justin Duran, with a GPA of 100.259, attending Arizona State University. Number 7, Romanti Mata, with a GPA of 100.442, will be attending the University of Texas at El Paso. Number 6, Carla Reyes, with a GPA of 100.509, will be attending Texas Tech University. Number 5, Liana Christine Peru, with a GPA of 100.942, attending the University of Texas at El Paso. Number 4, Catarina Artiaga Isleta del Sur, Pueblo, with a GPA of 101.057, attending the University of Texas at El Paso. And number 3, Daniel Chavarria, with a GPA of 101.592, who will be attending the University of Texas at El Paso. Number 2, Simon Nguyen, with a GPA of 101.596, attending Arizona State University. And our number 1, Rachel Jane Luhan, with a GPA of 101.833, attending Columbia University. Will the Mission Early College High School students please rise and approach the platform? Marlene Acosta. Martha Joanna Aguilar. Marcela Aguilar. Melissa Yvette Aguirre. Stevali Aguirre. Eric Antonio Alarcon. Elena Almaraz. Jeanette Almaraz. Vianney Laura Anchondo.
Luis Andrade Hurtado. Ashley Vianney Argueta. Amanda Armendariz. Christian Alexander Armendariz. Hector Armendariz Rojas. Genesis Alexis Avitia. Valente Cesar Bab. Samantha Beltran. Anna Marie Braxton. Lucero Buendia. Zyril Andre Buera. Ivan Cabrera. Catherine Marie Kaling. Brianna Aurora Calvillo. Valerie Cassandra Gatto. Claudia Irene Chavarria. Ivan Chavarria. Melanie Chavez. Yvonne Adriana Chavez. Angel Coralejo. Yoli Cortez. Johnny Cruz, Isleta del Sur Pueblo. Priscilla De Lucio. Leslie Angelica Delgado. Kimberly Lee Diaz. Melanie Jonathan Diaz. Isaac Duran. Jonathan Esquivel. Albion Paul Estevez. Gerardo Feng. Melissa Michelle Fierro Rodriguez. Valeria Ariel Franco. April Nadine Galvan. Jeanette Gamboa. Alexis Mercedes Garcia. Emily Annette Garcia. Fernando Garcia. Cassandra Garcia. Roberto Garcia. Sabrina Ann Gale. Cesar Giovanni Gonzalez. Daniela Haiti Gonzalez. Jacqueline Herrera. Jasmine Renee Jenkins. Aiden Chris Klein. Jasmine Chloe LaLuz. Hayden Laura Ann Lanham. Priscilla Licea. Usai Daniel Lopez. Jonathan Martin Lopez. Carla Lozano. Ruben Emilio Lucero. Jocelyn Luevano. Nathaniel Cesar Macias. Taylor Marie Magnuson. Alejandra Maldonado. Divya Mangadu. Alexis Nicole Marin. Rebecca Mendoza Mejia. Denise Meneses.
Anna Karen Maratz. Ashley Monsivais. David Montana. Brenda Moreno. Daniel Antonio Moreno. Alyssa Jovian Munguia. Ernesto Olivas. Laura Estefany Orozco. Tamia Owens. Michelle Esmeralda Patino. Abraham Juan Valentino Pedrosa. Evelyn Perales. Adriana Perez. Jose Guadalupe Perez. Yesenia Perez. Alani Hope Pan. Carla Erica Portillo. Gabriela Prieto. Marissa Puglisi. Jacqueline Nicole Quesada. Isaac Joe Gregory Guadalupe Quintana. Andrea Ramirez. Angel Alberto Ramirez. Leandro David Ramos. Miguel Angel Renteria. Lauren Juliana Reyes. Diego Andres Reynoso. Daniel Isaac Robles. Caitlin Marie Rodriguez. Melissa Samaniego. Lilia Ruby Sanchez. Samantha Sanchez. Luisa Fernanda Sanchez Carrea. Abraham Gerardo Saucedo. Jesus Omar Cepeda. Anais Celerio. Daisy Tarango. Hunter Alexander Taylor. Isidro Torres. Andrea Tovar. Megan Nicole Tykolis. Marianne Christine Vasio. Genesis Valdez Ramirez. Esteban Valle. Astrid Varela. John Daniel Vargas. Cesar Fernando Vasquez. Vianney Alejandra Velarde.
This concludes the candidates for the Distinguished Achievement Plan diploma.
We'll give everybody just a few seconds. Thank you, Mrs. Vandervoort and Mrs. Geller. I would like to thank everybody who shared their thoughts with us today and those who helped us set everything behind the scenes. There's also one important group of individuals that we need to recognize. Would the parents and guardians of the graduates please stand to be recognized? One more time. Graduates, this is your time to thank your parents and family members for all the support and guidance that they gave you during your time at Mission. Just a reminder, we ask the audience to please remain at your seats as the graduates complete the recessional and exit into the stands. Students, please rise for the recessional led by the Mission faculty. Congratulations, 2015.
Justin.